Grumpy Captain today, as my description says, Grumpy Captain today. I'll get over it. It's all good. I just got something to share today. And this is actually not what I was going to talk about today on this live. So please make sure you turn up with me live tomorrow at the same time, because I've actually got some cool things to talk to you about Messenger and some little tips about how to organize yourself in Messenger. If you send a lot of messages to people and, you know, like me as a leader in the industry, I'm in a lot of three-way chats and stuff like that, man, can Messenger get really confusing. And when you're prospecting a lot in Messenger as well. So I've got some cool hacks for you tomorrow regarding Messenger, which is what I was going to talk about today until somebody pissed me off. So I'm going to talk about it. Every now and again I do this. Somebody sends me a message that just really gets up my nose. And the reason that it does is because the fallout of people like this in our industry sending messages like some people do in our industry, it gives us all a bad name. And the ones those of us that are trying to learn really truly how to be respectful of people and build up relationships and network with people and do attraction marketing strategies and attract people to us, people that are still out there in this industry using really spammy strategies, it gives us a really bad name, and we've got to pick up the pieces from that. So what gets up my nose even more is when people don't listen, or people aren't open enough to listen. And the one thing that everybody in this industry needs to do is, what we expect people to do to look at our stuff is we just want them to be open enough to look at what it is that we have. Would you be open to learning a little bit more about my business? Would you be open to looking at some of my products if you're in a product business or your service business, whatever it is? We all just want people to be open enough to have a look. Do you agree? Okay. So hopefully you agree. And yet, the people in the industry that expect other people to be open are not open to learning new ways to grow their business. I don't get it. You expect people to be open, but some people are not open to even listening what might be a better way to build your business. And I'm going to give you the example. And I do get these all the time, but this one just kind of really pissed me off. Don't get me wrong, this stuff doesn't last for long. It's just like, oh, really? Really? Do you really think you're going to build your business by saying stuff like that? So this video, I want you to save. I want you to click on that. If you're on your phone, click on the little arrow and the little drop down arrow and click save. So the next person that sends you a really spammy message in Messenger, you don't have to say a word. You can copy the link to this video and send it back to them in Messenger, because I'm going to say what you probably feel. Okay. Now we have a choice when people message us from the industry, because being in the industry, we also get a lot of messages from co-industry people. Like that's truth, isn't it, guys? Do you continue to get messages from other people in the industry about their business and they send you their link and all that kind of stuff? Like, it's not uncommon that happens, but how people approach that can be awesome and respectful, or it can be damn right rude. Okay, and there's a difference. And anybody that is damn right rude to people on messages and talking to people about their business doesn't deserve to be in this business. Okay, so those of you that are brand new to this industry, please take this video as a warning. Pass this video on to people in the industry to learn what not to do, and I'll share that example with you in a moment. This is important for the protection of our industry, and that people don't do what somebody did to me yesterday. Okay, that they just don't act like this in our industry. It's just not cool. It's not respectful. It gives our industry a bad name. And those of us that are really trying to make a decent living out of this business, we have to pick up the pieces from people thinking, oh, you're in that kind of business. Oh, you're in that industry. That's because people do it badly. If everyone does it respectfully, then there'd be a lot more respect for our industry. Do you not agree? Love your views on that yourself. So I'll share that message with you in a moment. If this person happens to be listening, I'm not mentioning you by name. Please don't feel singled out because nobody knows who it is. Okay. A couple of quick things first. The video challenge group, those of you that have started, I've watched some of your videos. It's really cool. We've got a free 7-day online crew video challenge happening at the moment. The last one for the year, the last free one that I'm doing, but the group is closing, guys, to new people in the next 24 hours. So I can't keep that group open. There's no use anybody coming in right at the tail end of the 7 days. So new people getting into that group will close tomorrow in the next 24 hours. So if anyone wants to get into that free group and even just listen and learn from my videos, we're closing the doors to that group, probably for good, honestly, because next year things are going to look a little bit different. So if you want to get in the next 24 hours, okay? And the second thing is, if you want 2021 to be a better year than 2020, then join us next week for your Breakthrough Year Bootcamp. Okay, so I'm working with you guys for 3 days, just a couple of hours, 1 or 2 hours each of those days regarding setting you up for success in 2021. So all the details for that is the link up above, whether you're watching from my business page or my group, the link is up above. So just click on the link and check out the details, okay? And it's the last month that when you get into my coaching community that you'll get access to every single boot camp I've ever done. Just for the access of this boot camp, you will get a massive bonus of every other boot camp I've done. That's just not something that you should pass lightly, okay? Now, if we haven't met before, I don't normally tell grumpy stories like this, but occasionally something just bugs me and I feel compelled to share it for the benefit of the industry. But my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain, which just means that I'm of service to our amazing crew here. We have an amazing crew here, which is full of entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, those in network marketing, anyone with a business that they're building from home and you want to leverage social media and use modern, hence the word modern, online strategies to build your business, not old school spammy ways, because they don't work anymore. They just piss people off, okay? Excuse my harshness, but just trying to get the message across. Okay, so quick hellos. Hello, Christine. How are you? We've got Cherie as well. Chantel is on. Hello, Olive. Good to see you, Jeanette. We've got Beth as well. We want to take that person out. Oh, that's funny. Agree. Yes, agree. Agree. Hello, Matthew. Lovely to see you on. We've got Sheila here as well. Yes, I'm prospected all the time, but so far been respectful. That I don't mind. I'll get onto that in a second. Hey, Roy, how are you? Good to see you on. Yes, 100%. And when they are spammy, I let them know. I've had multiple people in my same company try to recruit me. Well, that's interesting. Yes, you're on StreamYard here, Matthew. So well done. Got that one sorted out. My Facebook messed up. Oh, okay. No worries. Hey, Janice, how are you? I actually just sent you a message, Janice, if you want to check that. Hey, Amy, how you going? So what am I talking about? Okay. When you get these messages from people and if you're in the industry, absorb this information from the eyes of, two perspectives. Receiving messages and what you do with them and sending them and what is a respectable way to do that, okay? So receiving them, and you would all be getting them, some more than others, but you have a choice as to what to do about it. You ignore it. Some people will say something rude back, or you use it as an opportunity to turn it around. Now, I do 2 of those 3 things. Sometimes I just ignore it because I just don't have time to deal with that kind of stuff, depending what's going on in my day. Secondly, I never say anything rude. But thirdly, I will take the time to try to just help the person. That's how I like to deal with it for the most part. So I got a message yesterday, and I'll read it out to you in a moment. And I replied, and I thought, the thing goes across my mind. Do I or don't I? Do I bother or do I not? Do I just ignore it? And it actually was somebody that hit my other folder. Do you guys ever look there? You know what I'm talking about in Messenger, when a message hits your other folder? It means that, and some of you don't even look, and I know because in my groups and sometimes from my business page, if I want to message somebody, I actually can't unless you message me first. So even in my own coaching community, I can't directly message somebody from the group. I have to Facebook friend request them and then message them from my personal messenger. I can't even message them from my business page unless they've messaged me first. So it's kind of smart in Facebook world, because I just can't, spam people from my business page or even in my own groups. But if you're going to message somebody you don't know, generally you friend request them and then send the message. So if you don't know where to look, you guys should all be looking occasionally in your other folder. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, remember what I'm showing you here is from an iPhone. I've got an iPhone, but if I go into Messenger, you will see generally your little head up the corner there. You will see a number on it, and that will alert you to the fact that there's something sitting in another folder, because it's not sitting there in your Messenger. Okay, so have a look up there. And then when you click on that, there'll be here, message requests. That will be messages from people you don't know, but you actually have to go in and look at it. You have to click your little head at the top left-hand corner and actually go into a separate screen to go and find people that message you that aren't friends of yours. Otherwise, they'll just sit there forever and you'll be none the wiser. So just, check that every now and again. So I get people that message me that haven't friend requested me, or they might have friend requested me and sent the message at the same time, but I've seen it in the other folder first. Okay, so I get this message yesterday that's hit my other folder and they hadn't friend requested me. So firstly, if you actually want somebody to join you in your business, friend request them first. Don't just send cold messages to the cold market in their other folder without even friend requesting them. It's like, I don't care whether I know you or not. I don't care if we're connected or not. I'm just going to send you a message to get you in my business. Step one, bad news. So don't ever do that. Friend request somebody if you're going to message them about your business, okay? Next thing. So I just got to pull this message back up. So I get this message in my other folder, and here's what it said. This is respectful, isn't it? Hi, Helen. Oh, I'll give this person kudos for one thing. They did use my name initially. Okay, didn't again, but did actually use my name. Some people don't when they're using spammy messages. They just shoot off a copy and paste message. So it does say, hi, Helen. But then it says, start your own online digital business today. Here's the website. That's it. So, hi, Helen, start your own online digital business today. Here's the website. Standard kind of message have you got those kind of messages before? So although they've used my name, so that is something, people don't even use that half the time when they send those kind of message. Now, here's the problem with this, and it goes on. I'll get to that in a second. 2 words, guys. Social media. What's the first word in those words there? Social media. It's actually not called spammy media. If you want to do business on social media, how about we try and be a little bit social? How about you even try to friend request the person that you're trying to get in your digital business? There is so many levels of wrong in how that is approached. Now, those of you that are brand new, I just share this with you because it's just a learning curve. Maybe you know no different. Maybe your upline is telling you what to do and that's what they're telling you to do. And I'm here to say, don't do that. Social media is social. We have a massive privilege to use things like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you want to hang out. Messenger is one of those things. It's free. We can get to anybody we want to on social media, but first and foremost, it should be social. Say hello to somebody and friend request them and ask them a couple of questions. Because I tell you, people will care when they know you care. When there's no element of care, why should I care about you and your business? I don't know anything about you. You don't care about me. You haven't even friend requested me or said, hi, Helen, how are you going? I don't mind. I think people should use Messenger in our industry. We talk about that in our own team, how we do that effectively, how do we do that respectively, respectfully, how we do it so we're not making relationships for 10 months and we still haven't got to the point, like all of that stuff that we go through. We're building on social media, but it's a privilege to be able to use social media platforms to be able to build our businesses. Do you not agree? So let's be respectful of the platform. And let's be respectful of the fact that we are in a relationship business. Our industry is in a relationship business. People do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And even if they don't know you very well, like you can message in the cold market, but even if they don't really know you, they've got to at least like and trust you through some kind of communication that you might have. The messages that you communicate with, the conversation that you have will very quickly determine whether you like somebody or not, whether it's respectful or not, whether you think they actually genuinely are reaching out for an opportunity or whether they just want to get you in their business. So here's how this went. So I got that message. Hi, Helen, start your own online digital business today. Total self-interest. If you are on social media with total self-interest, get out of the industry because it gives us all a bad name. I'm sorry to be that blunt, but people don't do business with people that don't give a crap about the other person. It's just not the way to build our businesses. We should be building our businesses on know, like, and trust, or if we don't know them very well, at least bother to work out whether you like somebody or trust them by a little bit of communication that you might have. I say this over and over again, be a human before you're a marketer. You will have much better results in your business if you are a human before you're a marketer. This is what gives our industry a bad name. Okay, so I thought about that. Do I respond or do I not? And I thought, yeah, no, I will. So I said, hi, Anne, I hope you're well. So addressing her by name and just saying, I hope you're well. So I'm being a human being. Hope you're okay. Hope you're well. So I've said, here's the other big tip and why I mentioned the second bit that I did. When you are cold prospecting anybody, there's a reason that you've clicked on that person's name and sent them a message. Check their profile before you do anything. So what this person has obviously done, they've found me somehow, but they've not bothered to look at my profile, not bothered to look at my info. This is why you want links to business pages on personal profiles. So at the top of my personal profile is a link to this business page that I'm on now, and I'm broadcasting in my group as well. There's also a link to my healthy living, like another page that I have. So if they bothered, 10 seconds that would take, 30 seconds, have a quick look. Who are they? What do they do? What information? Where do they live? What do they? Oh, there's a link to a business page here. Oh, she helps home-based business owners bring their business online. Like bother for 30 seconds just to look at who you're talking to. So I've pointed that out. Not, did you go to my personal profile and check me out? It's not meant to be egotistical, but I've just said, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I actually teach network marketers and digital marketers how to build their businesses online successfully. I hope you don't mind, but I'd like to help you out. So I'm trying to, phrasing it. So I've just given myself a bit of credibility and phrased it like, I'd just like to help you out. I do recommend that you rethink your strategy of messaging people that you don't know with that type of message that you put above. Spamming your link to people is not really going to get people interested in your business. It's always better to be a human before you're a marketer. Please don't take any offense. It's just that there are far better strategies to introduce people to your business than spamming them with your link and your page everywhere. Because I went to this person's profile and I checked them out, and every second post is join my business, join my business, join my business. They're uneducated. So I'm just trying to say politely, and I will often in messages like this say, please don't take any offense. I'm just trying to help, because it's really hard unless you use voice message. It's really hard to get across that you're not trying to be egotistical or trying to put somebody in their box. Like, I'm actually just, trying to help. So I often will say, please don't take any offense. I'm just trying to help. Guess what I got back? And it wasn't necessarily rude or who do you think you are or anything like that. But this one surprised me. Are you interested in the business or not? So even after I've tried to be helpful and sort of pointed out, it's like, okay, thank you for your advice. Would you be open to looking at my business anyway? Like, not even that. Are you interested in the business or not? I'm like, wow. So this is where I said earlier, it really intrigues me that people in this industry, you want people open enough to click on a link. You want people to be curious enough to click on a link, and yet you're not even open enough to reading a message and going, okay, thanks for your point of view. Appreciate that. I just like to build my business the way I do. And I would have gone, okay, cool, no worries. But just coming back with, are you interested in the business or not? So I thought, wow, that's like, clearly they didn't listen to anything I said in my message above. Actually, clearly doesn't care. Just, are you going to get in my business or not? So I've actually said, wow, is that really how you ask people to have a look at your business? And I've mentioned the person's name. Oh, I hope I didn't mention the person's name before. Anyway, I haven't mentioned her last name, so it doesn't matter. And then I said, can I ask how long you've been in the industry? So they've come back and said they've actually been in the business for 5 years. Why do I ask? And then I went back and said, look, I'm just surprised after 5 years that you would still be approaching your business, this way. And, there's actually great strategies, more modern strategies that you might find are more effective for your business, and just signed it off that way. And they've just said, okay, at the end of it. But why I highlight this message is not to, put the spotlight on that person. None of you know who that person is, so that's not important. It's just, guys, we're in a relationship business. If you're being taught by your upline to send a script of something quite early, like just go into the cold market, and, there's even a massive leader in our industry, and some of you might know who it is when I share this. And his strategy is just go for the no. Just go for the no. Just, who cares? Just go for the no. And just put a message in there. But I know he still teaches to be respectful and to be a human. So depending what you're taught is how you, and I'm not saying messenger is a wrong thing. I'm not saying approaching people in messenger is a wrong thing. Just address people by their name, ask them a couple of questions first. How are you? It's awesome to connect with you in Messenger. I noticed from your profile XYZ. Take the time to look at somebody's profile and highlight a couple of things and say, that looks awesome, or I saw a couple of pictures of your view. Whereabouts exactly do you live? Blah, blah, blah. What do you do? Like, start a conversation. You don't have to go back and forth too many times before you could say, look, you seem like an awesome person. I'm looking for awesome people, to join me in my business. Would you be open to, or do you have a need for, or whatever it is that you want to say, but just do it respectfully. Sending messages to the cold market without even friend requesting them. One, that's a sign. Just sending one message saying, start your online business today, click here. You don't care about me at all. So why would I join you in your business? Then trying to share with that person, look, hey, I'm just trying to help you out. Please don't take any offense. This is kind of what I recommend. And then to come back with, are you interested in my business or not? How do you expect to be successful? I could have gone back and forth and said, do you mind me asking how successful you are, and kept the conversation going, but there's no point. So you don't want to waste your time with people that are not listening. But if you expect people to be open to looking at what you have, then be open to respectful feedback that people are giving you as well. It gets up my nose, those kind of messages, because it just puts people off. People wonder why they're not successful. People try strategies like that. They don't work, and then they give up in the industry, and then they say the industry doesn't work. The industry does work. Residual income is amazing. Striving for residual income and getting paid, in the beginning, we know how this works. You work, and get paid. And then somewhere along the line, you work and get paid. But it takes a lot of time and effort and energy to get to that point, admittingly. If anyone says this industry is easy, they're lying to you. But you always want to be a human being. Would anybody walk up to you in a party face to face, and well, would anyone walk up to me face to face? I've never met them before, and say, "Hi, Helen, do you want to join my online business? Here's the link for it." Would you ever walk up to somebody in a party and say that to them? No, you would have a conversation. You would ask them what what they do, and then you might lead into the conversation about your business. But you would never walk up to a human being and go, "Hi, Mary, do you want to start your online digital business today? Because here's the website." You just never do it. So don't do things on social media that you wouldn't do out in the big wide world, because it's just damn right rude. Okay, I've said enough. My biggest tips for you is, if you're looking for tips, it's so rude, isn't it? Completely rude. Is before you message anybody, check their profile. Facebook profile. Check the info to see if there's anything you can learn about that person. So if they've got a business page leading to something, then check it out. So at least you've got something that you can converse with in Messenger regarding what you found out about that person. So first thing is checking the profile. Friend request the person. Don't send a cold message without friend requesting the person, because it's like, oh, I don't want to be your friend. I just want you in my business. So that's just rude. Say hello and ask a couple of questions and start a conversation. And then if you want to lead into your business, go for it, but do it in a respectful way. When I get messages like that, and they do that, I'll say, "Oh, thank you very much for thinking of me, but I've actually, I'm building a team globally myself, and I'm really happy, where I am." I have other leaders in other companies that just check in with me every now and again and say, "Helen, if you're ever looking to jump ship, make sure you keep me in mind." Like, people do it respectfully, and I respect that. Not going to do that, but that's, I respect that. And I respect people that message and say it in a really respectful human way. Might not get the result that they want, but at least they've done it in a respectful way. Do you guys agree? It just really disappoints me for our industry that people just don't care. So I'll leave you with this thought. People will care about what you do, what you have, the business that you're in, the products that you're selling, when they know you care. So when you bother to be a human and actually say hello, start a conversation, and care a little bit about the other person, you're probably going to have far better results in your business. So again, click the upside down arrow at the top of this video if you're looking at the phone, and click the save button. The next time you get a spammy message, send them this video. So you don't have to say it. I can say it for you. But yes, they need training, and some people just don't know better. So it's not always that person's fault. They could have an upline that's teaching them to do these things. Some people just don't know. In this person's case, if you've been in the industry for 5 years, I would have thought you'd learn a thing or two about spammy messages like that and the fact that they don't work. So I'm a bit surprised. Absolutely, Matthew, it's all about building connections. We are in a relationship business in this industry. We're not in a, grab and go, come and join me in my business. Something's missing if you've been in the industry for 5 years and you're still sending messages like that. Anyway, I need to jump on another call in 2 minutes. So thank you for listening today. Just thank you for allowing me to vent. It's just, I think it's a message that needs to be shared with the industry for those that are not in the know, those that have not been taught properly, those that are not getting the right direction from their upline. Always, 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 always be a human before you're a marketer. It will get you so much further in your business. Okay. So rant over. We'll get on to the messenger training tomorrow. So make sure you join me tomorrow, because I got some cool tips for you regarding managing your messenger. Okay. So I'll catch you then, guys. Bye.